everybody. It's Bondel and Jolly with Elevate and 365, and thanks for tuning in to today's casual conversation. I am with a wonderful friend and colleague, Shelley Zavitz, who is with Dwell Realty out of Portland, Oregon. Hey, ma'am.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me.
And so, as you can see, I'm down in sunny Southern California, where it's always like 72 and sunny. And you said it's like a negative 100 up there in
It's
Portland.
minus a million. Yeah.
And it's like no exaggeration, but I can tell by the way that we're dressed that we are definitely having a different environmental experience today.
Yeah, I'm barely gonna survive the winter. This is how I know. And I have like a ton of wood that I ordered, and every single night I'm just like bonfiring inside my house almost because I'm so cold.
Well, you come down and see me anytime that you need a break from that.
After this COVID thing, I'm down. Coming.
Awesome.
So
I'm counting on that. So speaking of COVID, these are challenging times. Actually, down here in LA, we are in shelter in place again. And it's the holiday season, and this is a time that we're usually out interacting with our clients, friends, family, expressing gratitude, gift giving, hosting happy hours, all these types of things. And so many of us across the United States right now are just in a situation that we're not able to do a lot of that. And so you are here today because we've got some really fantastic ideas of ways that real estate professionals can reach out and genuinely express gratitude and happy holidays to their client base. And you're actually doing some really, really cool stuff. So please do share. Let people steal your ideas.
I think that so every year I used to bake. And I had these family recipes, and the whole tie-in for my marketing was like, my family to your family, we are community, I love you. That's usually what I'm always trying to get to my sphere, because it's true. I'm a 100% referral agent, so the people that are around matter so much to me, right? So everything that I do centers around supporting them, helping guide, all of those things. That's just how I show up in their life. So I couldn't bake because of COVID. Like, that's not responsible. And I couldn't think of something at first that was as genuine as like actually either sitting down for a meal with somebody, because breaking bread with somebody is just so connective, right? Or dropping something off that was homemade, that is from my heart to yours. So I came up with this thing that was like, okay, well, I need something that's been packaged. And I was in the grocery store and I saw one of these, and it's like those mini village gingerbread houses. And I was like, okay, well, they're small enough that if there was a couple kids in the house with their parents, that they could put something together. And I was like, okay, well, anybody could give a village. What's another way that I could tie this into how I can communicate that I care about you, right? So in Portland, we have this really interesting thing where we like to communicate via lawn sign. You can't like pass by a house without some sort of lawn sign that's up, that's like telling somebody how they feel about politics, or how they feel about like really anything. So I put together like tiny little like lawn signs that they could put on their villages, so like this one says, we'll see this through. We got the welcome to Oregon sign. I don't know if you can see those.
Those are awesome. Oh my gosh.
We got keep Portland weird, because like that's a thing, right? So I'm in the middle of dropping these off, and I did top 50. Actually, I did top 60, and they're already like reaching out to me. And in the card it says, it takes a village to build a community. Thank you for being in mine. And it shows that I just appreciate them being in my space and helping me as a small business, but also, making my life better. And it was so funny because almost as soon as I started dropping them off, I started to get these texts and pictures, and this is now going to be a tradition of ours. And I told them when they text me, because it's a conversation starter. That's what your drop-offs are. It starts a conversation. And I said, well, if you're going to do it, I would love to do one with you. Do you want to have something together? If there's a whole bunch of people that want to build a village together with their kids, why don't we just like go on to Zoom and make it make it a mess, you know. That sounds like a lot of fun. We can just interact the best we can, because in Portland we're also I think until December 2nd we're stay at home, only necessities, and then I think they're going to open the restaurants after that. But I think that anything that you do when you're thinking about, okay, how do I get in connection with my sphere, it starts with, there's a lonely person in a house right now, and maybe they have young kids, or maybe they're totally alone, you know, and they don't have any interaction really besides going to the grocery store once in a while. So what can you do to show up in that space? And I think if you can find something that's kind of lasting, you can do like note cards and stuff like that, but other things that are like activities that they could do that kind of show them that, you know, you're with them, and if they needed you, you're going to be there. So
It's so creative and so authentic and genuine to who you are in the relationships you have with your clients. And that's wonderful. And I love your offer, to do this together on Zoom. And so from my perspective, when COVID first struck, we're stuck at home, we're kind of going a little stir crazy. And so I started hosting Friday night virtual happy hours with a group of
nice.
my friends, not just in the LA area, but friends from New Orleans and all over. And we'd all just dial in, and you're supposed to have your favorite cocktail, and everybody would just go around and kind of give a status report and that sort of thing. And so after a while, and when things started opening back up, we stopped that again. But now that we're back under lockdown, I'm actually hosting a virtual happy hour, the 9 months later edition.
Nice. Is there going to be a twist at all? Instead of a status update, it's
There'll
like,
probably be more of the same, but this time at least everybody has their holiday decorations. And so, the idea is that we can kind of take the computer around the house, and here's my Christmas tree, and and that actually led me, because I was talking to another agent who's actually hosting a virtual home decorating contest. So they're asking people to take pictures or little videos of how they decorated their homes and send them to them, and then they're actually judging them, and they have some fun giveaways they're doing. And but it's true. I think it doesn't have to be a big touch, but people need to be touched. There are a lot of people that are feeling very isolated, this holiday season, and it can be as simple as giving them a phone call, or, sending a text message just saying, hey, I'm thinking of you, how are you doing? Can I do anything for you? Can I go to the store and pick something up for you? Can I collect some donations or bring you donations? What do you need? How can I be of service?
right. I was doing something, so in the phone calls that I was having, checking in with people, a lot of people were communicating to me that they were worried about small business in Portland. Not my small business, just like in general. And I was like, well, what do you think we should do about it? I just don't know, but I'm really concerned. You could like hear all the anxiety. So I spent a lot of time, not a lot of time, but I do a lot of stories on Instagram and Facebook. I like them because they're like 24 hours and it's gone. No matter what you say, it's never really lasting, It's never going to stay forever. And I started to go around to local businesses and talk to shop owners and just say, how are things going? And you would not believe the amount of people that would start to text me and say, oh, I went to Sloan, the really cool clothing store that's around here. I went there and I bought something for my sister. And I'm so glad that you reminded me. And then there's this bakery here that does like chocolate turkeys. And every year I give away one very large it's gigantic. It's like this big chocolate turkey, and it's filled with candy. And I don't really make a spectacle of it usually. I just buy one and give it to a family that I think could use some uplifting. I've done that for the last 5 years. And this time I kind of put it on because I was like, this is a bakery. They have these massive chocolate turkeys. Go get one yourself. And then another thing, like every year I give away one Christmas tree. I just drop it off on somebody's porch. And I did that this year, but I went on and said, here's a local place that you could get a Christmas tree that supports like Portland, and it's not something that's like major. I feel like from their houses, they can participate, from Instagram, they can participate with me and choose the things that they want to jump in on, you know? And I really felt like that was one of the better things that I've done this year to get in connection with my clients and my friends and my
And
family.
what's so wonderful is that is so lasting too, right? Like those businesses that you're helping promote, that just speaks volumes, and they will not forget, that you've done that for them. And that increases with you saying you're 100% referral. I mean, that's just an amazing way to build relationships and nurture and network.
Yeah,
So
I didn't actually do it for that reason. Maybe it will go on that way, but I just really want my community here of small business to be thriving because it just helps everyone, you know?
it's
So,
just good karma
yeah,
all around.
yeah, why wouldn't you?
So everybody that's out there, I hope that you've got some good takeaways today. And go out, express gratitude, find the ways that you feel safe in doing so. If you're not comfortable going out, there's a million other ways that you can reach out, online through people supporting your community. I mean, the digital age makes it so easy for us to reach out and touch somebody. So, find your comfort zone and go out and spread the love this holiday season, spread some good karma. And I sure hope that you have one of those gingerbread houses for me, because I want to do it with you.
Yeah, you bet. I'll send you one right now.
Awesome.
You're
Thanks for.
gonna get some Portland flags, so
Oh, I would love that.
I don't
Actually, I
have
would
any
love
California.
that. Shelley, thanks for joining me. Everybody, thanks so much. Happy holidays. Stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.
Happy holidays.